Yeah.
Good.
So Lincoln talked about just how far you've come since he got here. Kind of tell us about that journey in which you kind of realized you had to do.
With Coach Lynn or Henny, you said?
Coach Riley.
Yeah.
Oh, Coach Riley. With Coach Riley, it felt good. I had, when he first came in, brought me in, talked to me, told me what the expectations were, especially coming in from, from our old coaches. So like body weight, where he wants me to be with Coach Wiley. So that was my most thing to change probably when he first got here. Try to get my body right, fit for whatever scheme we had to run, from last year to this year. So
he said he didn't, think that when the first game was like we're going to make it basically. You stayed and you stuck it out. It's just been that process in the last few years, the mentality that you had to try and prove yourself in this room.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was when he first got here. Like I said, I had those talks with him in his office, like saying things I have to change, improve on, and he told me, he was straight up with me, which I respect, Coach. Like, if you don't do these things, you're not gonna fit. And I was like, all right, Coach, I got you. So I'm gonna change, do what I need to do to improve, and that's what I did. I'm still here.
At one point, you went in the portal, right? And
yeah.
You came back. What was that process like? What got you to stay?
It was at that point. It was again. I talked with Coach Riley, and then I just felt like with my family, it was like, let's see what was out there for me. But then what got me to stay was Coach Newell. Coach Newell was really, before Coach Henny was here, Coach Newell was like my rock, my guide. Giving motivation, trying to teach me how to better myself and stuff like that. So, and also coming from like injuries, like you said, he was just there for me. So.
Any part of you at any point wonder if you were going to make it here?
Oh, for sure. I really wanted to stay here. USC's my home, and it's going to be my home until whenever it's done.
What was the toughest part in terms of getting into shape for you?
I would say Coach Wiley probably. At the time, I didn't like it. He was like, Kobe, you got to keep going. You got to keep going. It's in my face. Everybody's running. Man, why are you always talking to me? But looking back at it, I respect it. He got me where I'm still here. So, and that's a huge testament to myself, but also the coaches as well.
What's the relationship you built with Benny over that process?
Huge, man. He's like a huge mentor to me. Just it's not even like huge talks. It's more like, come on, man. This is what we talked about during summer workouts, conditioning. Like, what'd you do all that for? Those kind of things just keep pushing me. So.
Was there kind of a specific turning point that you remember where you really kind of had to motivate yourself, stick it out a little bit?
I'd probably say from this year, probably the beginning of the winter camp or winter workouts. That was a huge. Coach Henny was here, basically telling me like, you got to pick it up this year. Like, you're a big. You got a big role to fill. You could do big things if you just keep your head down and keep working. So. And that's what I did or tried to do.
In terms of physical shape-wise, how much different do you feel physically than you did back when you
were in
Lincoln?
I feel really good compared to like last season or just even last fall camp. I feel better turning and running to the ball. Being able to know all the plays, like 4 or 5 plays down, being able to keep going even after all those plays. So.
What role do you expect or hope to have?
Well, I mean, Coach Lynn, our coaches. How we all play, like inside, interior. My job basically is to plug gaps and on the line of scrimmage and make sure I push that line back, and that's what I've been trying to do.
Coach Riley was talking about how in this defense, size is at a premium when it comes to the defensive tackle spot. How much better do you feel like you are a fit in that sense for this defense?
I mean, to be honest, I love this defense, man. I feel I'm a perfect fit for it. Now it's just down to technique. Coach Henny's gonna help me with that, and like Coach Wiley would always say, keep my head down, and keep working.
You were talking about the weight, and Coach Riley was talking about the weight. Was last year more difficult because you were asked to maybe lose weight compared to bulking up? How have you attacked that?
Yeah, last year, like coming off of injuries from before, I was a little more on the heavier side, and then with that scheme, I did have to drop, or they wanted me to drop a lot more weight, but. Yeah, this year since we went to the Big Ten, it's mainly maintaining and just keeping body fat off and building muscle mass. So
how many calories are you stacking?
With Coach, with Ms. Rachel, she like wants to go north of like 55, 60, but we gonna see what it is though.
Thanks, Kobe.